Everything about my person and then more. Or just more. Actually, I've had a feeling that I'd be with a special somebody for a very long time. And it's not just because I'm deeply romantic. I've always felt that I could actually manifest something like that in my life. It just the hard part is asking, am I able to handle being alone? Because no one wants to ask that question, right? It's like, can I handle being alone for elongated periods of time, or even a so-called period of ages? And I'm sure most people don't want to ask that question. Like, can I handle being alone even if it seems indefinite? And the answer for me is, until I did all the healing, the answer would have been no. But I did a lot of healing, and I have to admit, I could already handle it because I've been handling it so far. So the answer now is yes. Because I was able to handle being alone the whole time. I could even have friendships. So without being in a romantic connection, then yeah, it's been easier for this one. This period of time. I mean, yeah, I've been able to do it. So what do I have to be afraid of? But, and I say that same affirmation for a lot of things in my life. I am safe because I already have been safe. I know I'm going to be safe because I already have been safe. That kind of thing. But with romance, it's like, I know I'm going to find that person someday. So this is a bit of a letter to that. A romance letter to my person before I meet them. First of all, hello. Thank you for choosing me. My eyes are alluring. They tell the whole story of my life. No, not even kidding. If you look into my eyes, they are very alluring, and they're very telling about everything that I went through, from every inch of it to every mile I went. And I know that the person who looks into my eyes will be able to tell that's true. That if they look into my eyes, they look at my stature, it will tell pretty much the whole story of my life to this point. It's unbelievable that they'll notice it like that, but it's going to be very subtle, because women can notice it especially. Women can notice when you've been through the mud, as a lotus flower would be like. Because that's what they say, lotus flowers grow in the mud. That's what they keep saying. I think it's a saying about how they actually grow and sprout. But, so, yeah. I'm going to be able to meet my person. I know it. It's going to happen. I wondered if it was going to be my person I would manifest, or the money. Because I really need a damn job. I need that job. But the money I can handle being without. The romance I would love to see happen, because I've been single for a very long time. I didn't even have a lesbian relationship even when I was in elementary school, because that was basically a fancy relationship. So I'd never been in an actual relationship the entire time anyways. But if I could handle that with my current person, which is going to be coming soon at some point, which I haven't even confirmed yet because I haven't met them yet. But if I could handle that with them, then I could probably be better terms of noticing if they would be a lifetime, or if it was just going to happen for the moment. I could handle deciding whether or not I would continue to be in a relationship with them indefinitely, but momentarily that would be a good thing. So being good about that, I can probably prove that I'll be with them and then it'll be okay. And even if it wasn't forever, and if unfortunately had to end, I had to break up with them, I would know that I can handle being with a relationship. So being able to handle a relationship is a good thing, right? Being able to handle one in the first place is a good thing, because I haven't been able to do it before, and I've been through a lot of shitty friendships, mind you. So it's not something that I like to be comfortable with, but I have to be comfortable with them too. I have to be comfortable with the person I'm with, the romance connections I'm with. So I know I'm gonna be able to manifest it eventually. I'm gonna be able to manifest her eventually. It's time's a ticking, but I mean I'll be able to do it. So yeah, who knows when she's coming in my life. I'm paniking for time so bad. These YouTube videos need to be longer. I'm serious. Like, I used to record 22 minutes and it'll be a call a day. But yeah, I need to be able to record longer videos without figuring what to say next all the time. I used to be pale-minded. Did you guys mind the gap when I was not making videos? Because that was only 11 days. But I took a break a little bit longer than I needed to. But that was necessary because I needed to do that. I needed to feel better about making videos because I didn't want to burn out from making videos. I was already going to burn out from making animation. But burning out from recording casual vlogs, that's too much. Heartbreaking shit. I don't want to have to deal with that all the time. But yeah. I can handle love. I don't know what it's like, but I can handle it. And who's to say that better than now? That if I was going to the rest of the relationship, that I could do it confidently and not worry about all the things like the expenses or the conflict resolution or the convenience of time or being able to handle responsibilities. You know, all the like. I can do it. I know I can handle it. And it's not easy to say that because I've been through a lot of crap, but I know I can handle it. I know that now because I've been through a lot of heavier depressions anyways. The depressive part being that I had nothing happen, so I was bored and lonely. And I kept saying that a lot of times in these videos, bored and lonely, boredom and loneliness. That kind of thing, but I've been saying that a lot actually. Specifically in love, when I wanted to say that, I'd rather be with a big booty Latina. A big booty Latina. I saw that in the I Am Ray video. The I Am R-E-Y. He's been uploading. They uploaded that video. I was like, what the hell? You won't manifest big booty Latinas until you know this. It's like wildin', bro. Wildin'. But no, I'm biased. I'm also a little bit racist. I want a white girl. I want a white girl to be my partner. Because I notice that I value that the best out of people is being preferably white, but preferably is personality wise. The impression I'm looking for is that they are curious, and white people I know for a fact are going to want to be invested in someone's lives if they want to be. Like Latinas and blacks to an extent are gonna. They're not all gonna be bitchy. The ones that are good and chill, they'll handle you too. But I expect that from a white girl because I know they're gonna be cultured. And that's me still being racist. But, you know, no, it's, yeah, this is my preference. White girl, if they are curious and if they're expansively minded, so they can be intelligent, but they don't have to be. They just need to be curious and open-minded. And if they, tattoos wouldn't bother me if they had a few of them. If they had a lot of them, maybe there's an issue. But a few of them I can handle. Piercings is going to be another story. I wouldn't prefer them, but that's just me. Married once, I can understand. Having kids, I can understand. That might be a problem at first, but I'm not having to deal with that right away, so it's okay. But preferably single and unmarried and no children. And then I'd be good with that. But yeah, talking about white women be like, oh my gosh. You know, I've been through a lot. We all have, honestly. That's me being vague, but we all have been through a lot. This job recession's been bullshit. Having to like deal with the job market and not knowing if you're gonna get a job right away. And I find meditation has been good for me while I didn't have a job. And a lot of my grace is pushing me to believe that I should surrender in a way where I don't even look for a job anymore. But I've been tasked by my therapist to look for jobs. So I'm going to still do that the way that was scheduled. The program was scheduled by looking for one job per day. But beyond that, I'm not going to pressure too much on it. And then, yeah. And then looking for a partner in romance. Boy, ain't that going to be a ticket. Looking for a partner in romance. And wondering if I can handle anything else. Because like I said, I can handle the other stuff alongside it. It doesn't mean I can't handle the romance. It doesn't mean I can't handle the money or the responsibility of being in a relationship and conflict resolution around it. Those things I can handle around it. The romance itself is gonna be weird because I don't know what it's like to have the relationship because I've never been one before. But I know I can deal with it. So another thing I was trying to do in these videos was not talk too much throughout the whole video, as in like having spaces to not say anything. Because if I don't say anything right now, like for example, if I stop for like 20 seconds, then I can just take breaks in between the video. Without having to use the water bottle as an excuse to drink something and then think at the same time. Because that's what I did with the water. I would think at the same time and drink the water bottle. Fill the empty air. But while I could think about something at the last second. So if I need to think about what to say next, I could drink the water bottle. That's what I would do before. I would drink the water. And I don't know if you noticed it before, because that's the only time I would drink the water, is if I had to think about what to say next. Right? Instead of empty air, empty noise. No noise. What else? So I really hope my person is worth it, because I've been through way too much shit to not want it to be worth it. It I watch a lot of manifestation videos, affirmation videos, spirituality videos, and they all say a lot of good things about potential and how someone can already be worthy of things, and someone is most likely worthy already what they want, and so they are already worthy, and they have to seek something outside themselves to figure that out. But it's nice to have the material because I look at I look at the YouTube videos and my coffee in the morning as ways to cope, and the tea I drink in the morning or in the afternoon, and the tea I drink in the afternoon, the coffee in the morning, the affirmation videos, the YouTube videos about spirituality, and music videos I listen to. Those are all copes, but they're also like ways I try to thin out my life because I don't need them, but they make it a lot easier to deal with my life. So it's just how I deal with my life now these days. How I cope with it in a healthy way, but not necessarily an unhealthy way. So because pornography is obviously the unhealthy way, and I've had a few close calls with PMO recently. I've had like the switch. I told myself, there's a switch that you can flip on, right? The switch of having instant pleasure, and it's like, yeah, when you were like that, Tony, I know it's a problem. I know it's an addiction you're dealing with. And thank gosh my brain said that because like that's how I knew it was already a problem, because it's having to word that in my own head as if I knew it was being sarcastic, but I didn't, because I was just trying to say what I had to do it, and that's why I knew how to avoid it. That's how I knew I was gonna avoid it, because I just said it was flipping a switch for instant pleasure, and that's already the key in noticing that it was a problem, because that's actually how silly it is. It will try to trick you into falling for your own relapses. So as a pornography addiction would be like. So, and I know my person would understand that from a pornography addiction perspective, but I'd rather not be a PMO addict with a partner. So if I can deal with that sooner, then that'll be easier for her to deal with. So that if I'm already avoiding PMO and abstaining and being better about my lifestyle, and even if I'm still chubby while I'm with her, even if I'm still chubby, at least I'm not an addict, and that's better than nothing. With nothing to prove, nothing to have to show about that. That's not good. So I have to deal with it right away. But, yeah. Romance is hard, but so is waiting to see what it's like, to see if it was worth it. Because I'm not waiting for romance to appear in my life. I just don't know what else to do with my life. I don't know what else is going to happen. And I have to figure that out for myself, whether love appears or not. And I know love will appear. I know it's going to be good. And I trust that it's going to be good. So it's not easy for anybody to deal with a recession like this and then wonder if their love will appear in their life while they're looking for money, while they're looking for a purpose or career or something to do with their lives, working hard. Those things that happen to be fulfilling for people that don't have to be about romance, because romance in itself can be fulfilling, but it can't be the only thing. So that's just what I would say. And that sounds cliche enough, but it is, as I would usually say, it is cliche, but it's true. But, yeah. How are you all doing? Did you miss me for 11 days? I didn't know I was doing these videos. I just need 10 more to make it 1,300. And holy crap, 1,300 videos on the main channel. 9 more to go. And then, yeah, it just, I can't believe it's been that many videos. I was looking forward to announcing that later on in the channel, but I was just so busy with everything else, and meditation, and trying to get a job, and trying to take care of my mental health. I didn't know if I was going to make more claymation or 2D animation videos. That kept lagging out. I made the collection video before, 6 videos ago, and that was about it. But I'm just making this romance-related video because I know that it will help somebody who needs thoughts on someone else's love life. And my love life is not apparent, but at the same time, I know I'm going to be able to handle it. And so I know it's going to come in my life, my way. It's going to head for my way. It's going to be a good thing. And so, with that being said, stay still, everyone, because someone's on the move. I'm making more vlogs. I'm making more shadow work related videos. I still need to make that stress management video that Rush asked me about, but I think I can handle that in another video, and that'll be a good thing to talk about as well. There's other video topics for shadow work. Take care. Bye.